everybody? Welcome to the For the Love of Creativity show with ColorfulCarl. That's me. Hey, tonight I figured rather than stress myself out and keep piling more shit on my plate, tonight was going to be a finish some shit night. So I'm going to start off by finishing the piece I was started on last week, and then I'm going to go from there. We're going to do some other finishing off of pieces. I've got quite a few on the old list. And I think I might have fixed my stream chat this week. We're going to see. I'm excited to see. So when someone's here, let me know how my audio sounds, how the, throw a little message in the chat for me so I can see how that's working out for us. It's going to be exciting. Oh, thanks, Ivy. Appreciate you. See the little message come through. Yeah, so a little Sunday fun day here. Just excited to be out here doing art. Whoop. Here we go. Let's get in there. I actually have an idea how to adjust my little TikTok stream too. I think I'm gonna do that real fast. Got the art here for everyone's viewing pleasure. So I actually did some edits this week on it when I had some free time. Sometimes I'll be in meetings, especially at conference calls, and I can just do a little doodling, you know. Keep my head straight over there, focused or something. I don't know. Actually, I'm not even gonna mess with TikTok tonight. Well, yeah, we're streaming on the TikTok, but I don't really need to get all special on it. It was good the first couple times I streamed, though. It got crazy, and then the algorithm decided it had enough of me, and now it doesn't love me anymore, and I don't get any views. I got like 1,000, 5,000 one night or something crazy. What up, what up? So I'm gonna work on this piece here. Whenever anybody's in, drop a little text in the chat. What do you guys think about this piece? I gotta come up with a name tonight. I think Nathan tried to name it last week, but we didn't get to it. Derek, what up, what up? Hey, write me a really long sentence, because I wanna see if it all actually comes up right in the chat. Oh no, and it looks like what chat is that? Ivy's message didn't come up on the stream chat, which sucks. Derek, share it too. Click the share button. There's like a share. You might have to back out and view it from the page and then hit share. It's kind of weird. Stream labels. Let's see. Chat box settings. I figure I might as well mess with the thing here a bit. No, every window just closed. The agony. And like it didn't like close proper or whatever, but. This one's being janky. Oh, now let's come back to life. Let's try that. Boom shakalaka. I'm writing a really long sentence because you asked me to, but I also because I love you and I think you're cool AF and I kind of look alike and I hate green olives. All right, well that's a lot. I love you, Derek. It's beautiful being your buddy. Let's see. I think the text is looking a little, it's a lot. It's like big, you know? Probably knock it down a couple of font points. But it didn't get cut off, so I think I figured out the secret sauce. All right, cool. I'll let that rock. Ivy, can you post another message when you get a chance? I just want to see if the Twitch feed is coming through. Hey, Derek. So our heat actually fully went the fuck out. So we've been living in here. And I mean, I got a couple space heaters, but I woke up this week. The fucking house was 50 degrees inside. It was camping. It was great. Anyway, so all right, let's get into the art tonight. So we got this piece we were working on last week. It still needs a name. I think somebody came on last week, a buddy of mine, Nathan, gave it a name. I don't remember what it was, but I can go back and look. But so I worked on it over the week, and I turned that into this. So that was kind of cool, right? Like, went from there to here. See, I repositioned it, add some crazy shit to the hair, put some more focus on the face, moved it down some, made the hair look more hairy. You know, that usually helps in the hairness. Anyways, yeah, I got to talk to Bo. I got a guy that I usually worked with for years, great guy, but happy to get 2 quotes, you know, for sure. So I'll text Emily in the morning, get Bo's number. But my whole shit's fucked. Like, the AC's out, the heat's out. I just have the fan going, so it's pumping air. I got the fireplace rocking. And we're doing good otherwise. It's just some temperature. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Who we got here tonight? Just 2 viewers. I wonder how many, like, shadow viewers we got. Like, just people in the fringes that, like, they're watching, but they never interact, you know? Maybe 0. It's a hulking 0. Nobody wants to see my art. That kind of works for me. So these are just some layers of hair I'd kind of worked up. So this one is where, so I don't like how this one is looking right around here. So I'm gonna get this hair brush, compliments of Aaron Blaze. Guy's like an iconic animator and illustrator from like the golden age of Disney in the 90s. Bought some of his classes. He's got some Photoshop brushes that are worth a damn, you know? So that's good. That's nice. Turn my smoothing up to 15%. 15. There we go. Smoothing. Don't be getting crazy on me now. Let me get my brush out. I just want to get rid of some of this. See, it's just like a hard line there, and that happens from all the crazy blending I do, right? Like, sort of just makes sense. And that's not even the brush I wanted to use. That's the Pix and Perfect brush. This other one was good because it actually went with the flow of how you draw with your brush, which was cool. So, actually, it's right there. I'm gonna act like I used Photoshop before. Yeah, just one time I used Photoshop. Made some Photoshopping stuff. Normal. I like it. It's kind of a crazy hot mess, which is also nice. We need some of this like really orangey yellow. So we do a little orange. We just kind of hit some rim light on the head with it. I think I need a harder edge brush. Do some smoothing. What? Why, you dying? Did you break your leg?
No, I just needed to pull
what
out
up,
the
brother?
projector screen.
Oh, the projector screen? Don't break my projector screen. You're welcome to hang out in here. You just need to put a shirt on. Yeah, bro, I got the fireplace going, so I haven't died yet, so that's good. Wrath of the Space Queen. Space Wave Queen? Wrath of the Space Wave Queen. That's interesting, Derek. This was more of a manifesting vibe than a wrath, but I could see that You know, because my intention stops at where your interpretation starts, right? That's the nature of art. So, interesting. Just gonna kind of add in a few little fun details. We'll see how that works out for me. Can't be hitting Dad's artwork off the ceiling. Got doing a podcast tonight, right? Vision of Wrath. Okay, so apparently this has got some angry vibes to it. You know, in Hindi, the goddess of creation is the same goddess of destruction. Shiva, I think, is her name. Got a bunch of arms, and it's like, you know, she giveth and she taketh away, as it were. Always liked that idea. Seems more appropriate in my head. Yeah, this little bit of lighting's going a long way, I feel like. I think I like it too because it's like a nice contradiction of like art styles, right? Like typically stuff like this, when you start to get into like really serious lighting, it doesn't go super well with like crazy abstraction, which is like, it's my jam when I'm doing this type of art. It was really my dad's jam, right? Like that's like just something I'm continuing to manifest and work in. Like, but that was his style of art, which has been freaking fun to play with.
I'm trying to find the HDMI cord to plug into the PlayStation because I was planning on like PlayStation, but I can't seem to find it.
There's a bunch laying around. I just moved one earlier. I don't remember. I think it's on the chair in the living room, maybe, or they're everywhere, man. Or just grab one off the TV in the living room that's not being used. So I'm gonna do this orange. I'm gonna do it behind, so it kind of like offers a little bit of a glow. Right, same kind of depth of color. I'm gonna try to paint it on the opposite side of some of this. Yes, sir. Podcast episode 46, The Road to Annihilation. Doing some prep currently. Good, dude. Appreciate you coming out every week, man. I really do. You definitely don't have to do that. I know I don't show you the same love. I'm sorry. I would. I'm not. I'm going to bed by the time I get off of this thing. So I'm just adding in with the brush tool, you know, a light thing. I've got it, if you notice when I pull up my brush, I have the blend mode set to behind, so it won't paint on top of these details. So only these details are on this layer, right? And see how that's already adding some nice depth to the face. It's looking a little muddy up here though. You see too much of that orange, I think. So I'll probably paint back over there. Let's see if like I can get some of that under there to make any sense. Man, my throat is like clogged up tonight. Apologize. Out here just making that content, man. You checked out my podcast before? Pixel Retentive? Some good stuff in there if you haven't. I think I like the hair crazy. I mean, this thing's never gonna be done. Might just be done here soon. It's been walking around looking at it for days. That's pretty cool. Where's my... Thank you, Zarek. This is my little edge of the thing. Just so I know like where my mat's gonna be if I get these framed, which sometimes I do. I already signed this one last week, huh? Oops. Alright, but that's looking cool. It's got a lot of nice flow into here. I think I could add like a little something up here, like just the extra detail part. Like it might be cool just to kind of bring some of this around here, you know, and just like wrap it, just like so it kind of brings the, you end up looking at this stuff like it's more cohesive, I feel like. It's in the Epic Made blog, and it's also linked to my podcast, and it's also on ColorfulCarl.com. There's a link to it as well. It's called Pixel Retentive. I think we're on, I don't know how many episodes we've released, but we've recorded like 35-ish, give or take. I don't know. Wish I could get my throat from continuously jamming up the phlegm. Where's my line art? Can't spell line art apparently. Actually, I like it on that part. So I'm just trying to find the layer that has the line art again, because I think I'm gonna paint some black back on top of this one part. I'm not really feeling how it currently looks. I think it could be a little better, so I think I like it a little more with the black on this, because I think I just like that style a little bit here. Just want to see what it looks like a little more consistently drawn on there. See what that looks like. Yeah, I think I'm breaking up. It was doing too many different things without the line art being consistent there. Again, I talk about this all the time, but it's like it has to look like you intentionally either didn't care or made it that way. Like you can't have both. It doesn't work. Then it just looks like an accident and it looks like shit. To find the balance. Thanks, Ryan. So I think if I got the brush tool back, like 250, and I did normal, and I did brush, let's do pink, let's do color dodge. Color dodge. Okay, I think a little bigger on the strands. It just looks like a crazy mess. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I did a little something. Some weird lines in here. Music's pretty weird tonight. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be pretty close to done here now. Yeah, let's put some shit up there. It's hard to tell where this thing's gonna land. So then I'm gonna take the smudge tool and just soften these lines a little bit, because they're just too harsh, I think, right now. But those kind of look cool. I like it. Wait, why is it erasing? Oh, I was on the wrong layer. God damn it. So that happens sometimes. Start doodling on the wrong layer. Alright, so I wanted to add that up here on the extra deets layer so that when I manipulate it, it's not merged with the other pixels, right? So it's on its own layer, if that checks out. So like when I put these pixels here, they're not merged in with the other ones. So that allows me to manipulate them after the fact without messing up the other stuff. It's pretty cool. It's like the core feature of Photoshop. I think that was like one of the first things they launched. Maybe not. But it was one of the biggest, like, once you can do that, like it was, everything was real cool from there. Let me play with this a little bit, switch to a regular brush. Just make these darker. Weird lines. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Just gonna knock it back a little bit. Alright. Yeah, I like this. I think we'll move on to the other one. Ooh. We'll call it. Anybody got any edits they want to see before she's complete? What was your name for it, Derek? Let's see. Wrath of the Space Wave Queen. Visions of Wrath. I like the really long name for this one just because it's weird. We'll go with that. Alright, so file. Save as copy. I'm going to go ahead with the old JPEG. I'm going to call it number 12. And then we're going to give it a name. Wrath of the... I'm gonna change it a little bit. Gaze of the Space Queen. I think that's what I like. Gaze of the Space Queen. Then you can interpret whether or not it's good or bad. Alright, and then I'm gonna turn it, make a little tick-tock crop thing. So that's the TikTok size. So I'm gonna move my signature over. And TikTok, you'll only know that it was full size if you saw the stream. Alright, so then I select that, I edit, copy, merge. Then I go to the little, I have a little TikToker one here somewhere. Let's see. TikTok crop. Alright, so then I'll open that in Photoshop. That's the old version, that's the new version. That's what we did tonight. It's cool. It's working for me. File save, and boom. Deselect. Move that. There we go. Save it here. Close it out. Close that one out. Stop the isolation recording. And here we are on our next piece we're going to work on tonight. I'm going to finish this up. So where I left off with this one 2 weeks ago, this is Edie over at Suffk Hot Yoga. She owns Suffk Hot Yoga as well as Hot or Not Yoga in Newport News. Their website is hotyogaMassage.com. Amazing studios, both of them. I'm getting ready to go to the other one and get a massage, which I'm super stoked on. They have a whole room built out of Himalayan salt bricks with the salt lamps, but the whole room is that, right? So I'm gonna get a massage in there. That just sounds insane, amazing. I'm so excited about it. Anyways, so I've been working on this one since a few weeks, 2 weeks ago. It's been up pretty much all the time. I keep looking at it, walking by, tweaking, doing different stuff to it, trying to see what I can do to make it, I don't know, perfect, awesome, finished. Finished. That's the word I'm going for. All right, and then we're gonna start recording that one. Cool. All right, so this is where I left off on the stream. Felt like I had some issues. It was kind of too much one color. So I did that, and I have taken it into something better. Boom. So here we are. Went from there to here. So I think it looks cool. It's getting there. Make some adjustments to it. Then we're gonna rock with it. So there's still some spots on here, like I want to clean up the edges. This thing is gonna be gigantic when it's done. So it really needs I really need to make sure the details are right. So let's see here. Make sure the stream's going good. And no, it's not. The menu view is the wrong screen. Wonder how long it's been doing that. Come on, y'all. You gotta let me know when my stream's messed up. That's alright. We'll let it slide this time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. When's the 2-year anniversary of my own stream? Colorful Hype Man. Yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years. That's nuts. First weekend of March. Awesome. Oh no, there's a little thing in the corner, Ryan, that has the icon. That's never changes. It's like not the zoom or anything. And I literally what was I gonna say? My brain farted out. I just thought it looked really bad. That's all. In the store, I had the wrong window on it. So it usually shows like a full thing of the art that doesn't move around with me zooming in and out. So you can always kind of have a cool thumbnail of the piece I'm working on. But I just didn't have it going. All right, I got too many damn layers. That's the problem. Like this little layer right here. Yeah, I don't know. If I just paint over that at the end instead of dealing with all the craziness. Alright, so we got Edie right here in the original shot. I think we got it looking pretty good. I really like how this looks here with that intense light there. Might put that in a few other spots. Let's do that. Color dodge. Just to really sell that three-dimensionality, right? Like the light's just super intense right here. First weekend of March. All right, what are we doing, Mark? What are we doing, Derek? I don't know what the fuck was coming out of my mouth there. Apologize. I think there's a yellow layer on top of this. No. Weird how the chats come through at different times. Like, I don't know what's up with that. No! Why is this thing not working? Come on now, thing. Don't be giving me a hard time in the middle of the live stream. Like it just like went all loosey-goosey on me. Hang on, ain't nobody got time for that. Loosey-goosiness? My screen holder, I guess you guys can see on on the main stream. Yo, at least I'm not knocking the shit off the desk like I did twice last stream. That was fun. Gotta get these little janky Allen wrenches out there. Let me see. Nope, wrong size one. No, alright, I'm gonna fix that later. Okay, put this here. We're experiencing some technical difficulties. How you all doing? Got a little art here, but yeah, apparently there's like a pen right here. It gets looser and tighter, you know, but now I just, like I put a little pressure on it, doesn't work. But the tools are in the base, which is both convenient and inconvenient. Got my handy little throwing knife here to, you know, apparently I can throw shit out on the floor with it. And now I can't find it. Killing the game tonight, guys. Killing the game. Where is the fucking thing? Well, stream might be over sooner than later. I can't get this fucking thing right. Oh my god. Where's the Dude, it literally just fell on the ground. Here it is. Cool. Alright. Good times. The honeydew list is never done. Elijah James, what up, dog? Alright. Let me at least put Edie back in full view while I fix this. Alright, what's going on out there in the world with my friends? You guys doing good? Life beautiful? Hope so. Derek, what are y'all doing next weekend? Y'all got plans? Derek's got like a 5-day weekend next weekend or something. Get up. They have a half day on Thursday. And then they have Friday and Monday off. It's like 4.5 days. Do you guys have days off over there? In Virginia Beach. I'm almost done fixing this thing. I just had to tighten it back up so it'll hold some weight. I'm gonna put my meat hooks on it. Okay. That was a whole ass escapade. That's how my life goes. I turn everything into an escapade. Alright. Here we go. Fuck's down there now? Okay. Alright, I think we're back in action, friends. Back to the artwork. Okay. I gotta fix these mountains too, they look stupid. Let's plan camping for a night or two for real next week. Okay. Oh wait, they're coming in town, buddy's graduation, a few other things next week. But after that weekend, we don't have any real plans. All right, well, let's plan something out. I have a lot of shit going on in March. So like I'm like gone all of March basically. On the weekends at least. I'm not 100% certain on that. Actually, I gotta look at it, but got like 3 things I'm trying to coordinate. I think I'm gonna end up doing 2 of them. But we shall see, said the blind man. Okay, highlight, bump, color dodge. Let's just see. No, that doesn't work. Okay, it's looking cool. Extra yellow highlights. Had the little leg shadow going on here. I think that looks pretty good. Let's make it like pretty dark blue. I want to see how this looks if I throw this on here. Needs to be darker than that. Like almost black, but not quite black. Okay, and then we will do that. Hide the bounding block, so I just won't really paint off of this too much. So we're really just darkening this leg and pushing it back, which is gonna make the foreground look, the lighting look more dramatic, right? So. Adding a little drama, you know? Just a little drama. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a little dramaticer. I think... No, because that light's going to be hitting there. So we probably need to do a couple things there. But yeah, that I think looks way better. Yeah. I don't like whatever I did with the blending there. Is that... I think that's on another layer. It's dramatized. It's dramatized even more on a separate layer, I think. I don't know. I just paint pretty pictures for a living. I hate this edge too. Okay, so let's do this. Turn off the signature. Got the bright white on the chest. Oh, I do have to mess with these mountains. Oh, I did some like watercolor overlay. I don't think it gave it anything nice though. Getting rid of that. Super bright highlight. Yeah, but we can plan a camping trip, Derek. We should do it. Get out there in the campingness. You know, sleeping in 50 degrees past couple days. You know, felt like camping. So that was cool. I gotta look at some Bob Ross tutorials. I'll do that this week. Probably not gonna finish these mountains today. But maybe if I... You know what? Let's try this. So these were photos of that I took. I didn't even really include the mountains from those. Just that sun flare, honestly, is what I ended up taking because it was so cool. That honestly kind of looks amazing too. But not today. I like this splash stuff needs to be played with. Let's play with that real fast. Fuck these mountains right now. Okay, water ripples, texture. So ripples. That looks better. Just wanted to look like the water sort of flowing and disrupting around her foot. Was sort of the objective there. Barrett, what up, Barrett? Just over here making some art, dude. Hope you've been all right. Oh, it's been forever since we chatted, at least a year or two. Should catch up sometime, dude. Oh, that doesn't look horrible. Babe, what do you think about this? These little, can you see the screen okay? Or does it look crazy? What do you think about the stars just in the background? This adds a little more magic to it, you know? Can't never have too much magic. Alright, so then I'm going to do this, and we're going to apply the layer mask here, right? So if you right click on the mask, you can hit apply, which means it deletes the extra pixels. So now I'm just working with those pixels because I want to flop them over. If you hold shift, you can distort. And then I want to layer them on top of the water here, just to give them a little, like, reflective look. Which it just adds a little something, you know? You don't really notice it, but man, look, it kind of just ties it all in some more, right? So that's kind of nice. I love this shit. It's so much fun. It's so crazy. All right. Now we're doing some cool shit here. I actually don't mind that, although I'm not even sure what I did with it. Alright, I was trying to get down to this frothy layer. What is this shit? Froth. The froth. So the froth needs to be above the leg shadow. Come on, froth. I don't understand. So I'm just hitting Control Z to go backwards, but you can, there's a history states thing here, so I can go all the way to layer visibility. That's just when I was playing with those layers, so then I'll go back into the actual layers. So what I don't understand is how come a froth has like, oh, because those aren't the layers. No, they are. Okay, 100% opacity, but they never get above the leg shadow. Apparently leg shadow's not even interacting with them. So maybe I just erased off the top of the frothy shit. Alright, so I don't know why it's doing that. So let me go in here and let me see if I do behind and then I lock the pixels and I just do like a white. What's that gonna do? Nothing. So let me try this. So I've selected the pixels just on the leg, and I've made a new copy of just the pixels that aren't on the leg. I'm going to try to make these look whiter, I guess. I'm going to merge those. I'm going to erase these down here. It looks a little crazy. I don't like that. I think I'm just going to add in a little extra white on these, fill them out some, call it a day on these. I mean, it's so cool this is going up on in the yoga studio. So we're gonna put this up on the wall, 5 foot, 4 foot tall, about like 3 and some change wide. Let's see, it's gonna be 4 foot by 37. So really big on the wall. How cool is that? We're gonna see how that scales up. Should look nice. I'm pretty damn excited. I feel like that looks a little better. And I don't need the realism to be 100% because I get lost in that. I think I talk about this a lot, but it's not like the crazy. It doesn't need to be so perfect all the time. Especially when I'm trying to blend like a nice balance of realism and abstraction. It's coming together though. And I think a hard pen light down here is gonna be nice. Super brights, yeah, that looks like trash. Wasn't even trying to be on the leg. And I'm just back on the brush. So these like really hard stripes like this, like really serve to punch the figure out nicely on the background, which just adds to the really clean look, which is very nice. And then I think I need a little more here, but I'm gonna lighten it up some and make it less hardness, just so that like maybe this pops off here a bit, right? And then I'll blend it in over this way. So if I do this right, it'll look really cool. So I'm just pulling some of this so there's no hard line here, and it looks like it just sort of gradiates in, right? But there'll be a spot where there's the light doesn't quite bend into the wrinkle. And I think if I subtract some of this on this side and don't make it like quite such a hard edge, it should look pretty nice. Now I'm just smudging all the pixels together. Actually, I'm going to use the blur tool. It's weird that I think the blur tool doesn't work as good as the smudge tool at blurring, which is interesting to say the least. Alden is good. She is laying on the floor behind me. Well, we got a little mattress that we put down on the floor next to the fireplace, so we're just camping out next to the fireplace, which has been kind of sweet. It's nice. This room's got the good vibes, you know. Got the old man's ashes in here, and all the colors and paintings, and all the funness. The funness. But yeah, Alden's doing great, man. How's Andy over there making that baby? Good. Glad to hear it. That's what we need, the good spirits, sir. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. Except for the mountains. They look like trash. Wonder, let me play around with the mountains. I don't even know how I made the mountains. I just fucking threw some shit together. River shot? Water ripples? No. Oh, I just sort of faked it. Just threw some fucking light on there. Okay. That's on everything else too. Alright, so let's go all the way back here. What is the basis of the mountains though? Too many layers. How much time have I spent on this stream just looking through my fucking layers? I'll need this chakra. I think it looks something like that. So if there's light kind of coming off the front of her chest, out of the chest chakra, I think there might be like a little bit of like light hitting the edge here. Smudge that in a bit so it looks nice. And then, yeah, it's a crazy piece. I do want to make these mountains look better. Ross told me just to look at some Bob Ross mountains. Who does mountains better than Bob Ross? Nobody. So just go look at the guy, you know, that's... I would paint this in 3 minutes. Oh, that's what I was doing wrong. Okay. So we find out what layer that's on, because that's still been a journey. Let's just get behind her, Edie's shadow. Okay. So let's go here. I'm gonna do mountain details. mountain details. Babe, what do you think about my live stream? You've never sat through a whole live stream before. You're just trying to you're just zoned in over there. I'm gonna grab one of these apple juices. Oh, you getting some more dinner, Doc?
Yeah, and I'm here to join you.
Join me on the live stream?
Yeah, I'm just here to chill with you like how mom is right now.
Hey, you're welcome to. It's a family room. I just happen to work here. So let's see if I can make it make sense. Alright, she's good, been in good spirits, but that's good. Who, me? Oh, you said me. Okay.
I mean, Dad, do you want some more food?
No, not right now, man. I'm trying to draw.
Ow!
Difficulty 5. Okay, well, we'll have to get in there. Cool ass mountain ideas. Compliments of Bob Ross.
Dad, where's my other apple juice?
Oh, this one?
Can I have it? I'm thirsty.
Yeah, you can have your apple juice. Here, apple juice boy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright. Seem to have failed at the idea of lighting on these. See if I can make that undo that mistake. Making mountains. Hey you.
You got this. What happens to me?
She loves me. It's my favorite. Ooh, that's looking a little mountainous. I'm gonna tone this all back because it looks a little bit too much. It's actually quite distracting from the figure. But I did just want it to look a little better. But I'm not quite sure if I've accomplished that. So we're gonna do filter, blur. I actually made this huge too. This is like really big right now, so it's probably not helping me out. When's she do again, Andy? Derek, when's Andy do?
There.
Yeah. That was looking good, so I'm gonna do that in a minute.
There's this show that's very popular that so many people have been watching. It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay?
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
And basically, in this show, we have a character who we see like almost 99.9% of the time. His name's Itadori, and he swallowed like a very powerful object, and there's about like 20 of them.
Okay.
That basically have the embodiment of the demon lord, and his
The
name,
Demon Lord?
and his name was Sukuna, and you may be wondering what Itadori swallowed to get Sukuna's power.
Yeah, sure.
One of his fingers.
Oh, you just eating fingers over there in that show, huh?
Yeah. He doesn't even just chew it. He just literally swallows it whole.
It's like a snack. Chewed it down like an oyster, just whole finger apparently. I don't know. Can you guys hear him?
And by the way, he had the reason. Oh yeah, there's about 20 fingers.
Oh,
Now you may be wondering,
he's got something to spare.
and you may be wondering how does he have 20 fingers?
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fingers for one person.
He has 4 arms.
Okay. Seems like the appropriate number of fingers for a creature with 4 arms.
Oh yeah, and also, you want to know something that doesn't even make any sense?
What?
Even though we see Itadori 99.9% of the time, he's not even the actual main character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
actually somebody named Megumi who summons animals, and yeah, like literally almost throughout the entire show, he's just non-existent.
Okay.
So, that doesn't even make any sense, right?
Yeah.
Because-
It's tough to be the main character when you're not there, you know?
Exactly. And also, are just the embodiments of like a type of fear. Like for example, Jogo is the embodiment of the fear of fire.
Okay.
So he controls fire, volcanoes, stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah, that's just an example.
Okay.
And then another one is Hanami, who is the embodiment of the fear of forest
The fear of forest.
or wildlife. I guess I don't know.
Sounds like a terrible fear to have.
And terrifying one at that.
The forest is amazing.
Um,
And the best part is the wildlife.
To be more specific, I feel like it would be the fear of nature.
Yeah.
Like, for example, with wildlife and stuff like that.
A lot of people are terrified of wild. Most people in cities are terrified of everything that isn't a human being, which is strange because human beings are the scariest things on the planet.
And get this, Sukuna, the demon lord, is the embodiment of the fear of humans.
Okay.
I mean, it will only make sense why he's the strongest. I mean, like, humans are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Humans
yeah.
are dangerous. I'm afraid this isn't gonna look good big. I gotta figure that out. Alright, so I'm going to take all of this and
Yeah, you
save
get what I'm
it.
trying to say, right there.
Yeah, for sure. See
And,
compositionally how it's looking with the. Go ahead. What's up, Reddy?
And basically in the show, you can, there are these people in the show called jujitsu sorcerers, who basically, not only fight people with their fists, but also use like special techniques. Like, for example, Gojo. Gojo has the technique called Infinity,
Okay.
which basically makes him the most powerful jujitsu sorcerer. Well, one of the most powerful jujitsu sorcerers in the show. He's the second most powerful, right behind Itadori. I mean, like he has the demon lord inside of him. It would only make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. And another person who has a first technique, it's called idle transfiguration. And basically people just call it the cheese touch.
The cheese touch?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because sometimes if he touches somebody, he can just turn them into absolute abominations of creatures.
Like cheese?
No. Like actually look like literal abominations. Like he can and also he can use this on himself to either regenerate wounds, and also stretch and enlarge his own body.
That sounds kind of crazy.
And also he can use these things that people also call cursed turds,
Cursed turds?
which are basically people that are still alive, and he can just kind of shoot them out as giant pillars.
Okay. Sounds like a festive little thing you're watching here.
Well, I haven't watched it, but I've just heard people talk about it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you get the basis of what the show is about, basically, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
And to be honest,
thought you hadn't seen it yet.
I meant to say, like, I think
Yeah, the story's coming out now.
I've just seen clips of the actual show, like, on YouTube.
Okay. Just adding a little dimensionality to this here. You can always add a little dimensionality to it, you know. All right, this is looking pretty cool. I'm gonna, I keep saving it. I just saved it. All right, so then I'm gonna copy it, all visible layers. Right. And this is the other texture shit. Okay, I haven't messed with any of that yet. Okay, so move that up. I'm gonna edit, copy, merge, paste. Okay, so this is the whole thing as just one image, right? So this is gonna be merged layers. So then I'll need to work on top of this for any like just polishing details, right? So all the little things that like I can't figure out how to fix that because there's 15,000 layers. It's gonna be a lot easier to fix now. Right, so I can do that. I can actually hit J and just do that, and that'll probably work pretty well. Do a little clone stamping. Baby, need help with that, or you got it? Huh? Yeah. Just needed some love, baby. Cool. Let's edge out some of these lines a little bit. Rotate the canvas some. And this is going to be a little bit more detail work for a bit. Man, I was looking better before. I'll probably throw some sort of texture or grain over the whole thing as well. Again, to just add to the cohesiveness. Sorry, this is actually working pretty good. That looks a little strange, so we'll probably see if I can get away with that. Cool. Yeah, see, there's a lot of weird tearing in there. That's just from where I've changed the colors so many times. Looks fine now, though. All the little details. You guys usually don't get to see this part. I'm usually doing this solo in the morning. All right, well, I think we're basically there. Error reading what? I don't know what it's talking about. What crashed? Alright, well, I'm gonna save this because it's shitting out on me anyways. Alright, and I think a signature doesn't need to be much bigger than that. What is that? Like, let's say 1.5 inches. So let's see where we're at on the signature. Could not save. Well, that's disappointing. Alright, well, I'm gonna delete the signature there. I'm gonna make this 1.5 inches wide. .5 inches. I'm gonna move it to like right there. Gonna grab my little brush. And then that's a close-up shit, so this works. So size, small, hardness, high. Okay, rotate. Alright. Brush. There it is. $121.24. It's 2024, y'all. It's crazy. Signature. I'll probably do something like that, but let me figure that out later. So, get in here. Alright, so I'm going to stop this side recording. Right now, I didn't start recording, or maybe it already stopped recording, whatever. Adios, dude. Alright, so let's close this separate display. That could be causing me an issue. Says I'm out of hard drive space, which isn't impossible. Let's see how many freaking free space, 3 gigs. Ooh, what are we working with here? Cleaning up some files. They won't even let me save this shit right now. Let's go to the raw episodes, and we're going to do online only. Okay, yeah, that checks out. Make sure I don't have any games installed that I don't need. This is pretty much it, guys. I don't think I'm gonna get too much crazier tonight. Biscuits and Carl. Okay. That sounds like a camping plan. Alright, well, I'm peacing out here, guys. Derek, feel free to hit me up, bro. And I hope you guys have fun. Got to finish up a couple pieces tonight. They're looking real good. And I got to figure out how to save this thing. So I'm going to close all this other shit down and see if I can get this file to save before I lose it. Because that would be literally devastating. All right, y'all. Peace. Check out ColorfulCarl.com when you get a chance to. Buy some prints and shit. All right, y'all. Take it easy. Can't find the button. Getting extra Carl faces.